Vlogmas 2017 Q&A Part One. Holy moly, here we go. Who would win in a fight, Hulk or Wolverine? Didn't they make an animated movie about that? I watched it. I forget who won. I'm pretty sure they both lived. So for this answer, I'm probably going to say if they both died, they would just be brought back to life. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A lot. Seriously, do you think Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars film? Yes. Can there be a private language? Yes. I made one up today. I'm not going to tell you about it. What's your least favorite job you've ever had? That's an easy one. I was a wing walker at an airport once. I was one of those guys who was having those glow sticks that would, usher a plane under the tarmac. It was awful. What's the most painful injury you've ever experienced? I broke my leg once, but that was not the worst part of that. I think what was more painful in that experience was coming out of surgery. It felt like someone just cut open my leg and then lit a fire in there and then sewed my leg back up, and that's what I had to deal with. What scares you the most about being a dad someday? What's the most exciting thing about being a dad someday? I think I can answer that, both of those questions with the same answer, and I think that's just taking care of a brand new human life, which sounds equally terrifying and awesome. What is my favorite memory of a church trip or camp? I think one of my favorite memories was going to San Francisco with Danny Max, and when we went, we met a guy who he was from Idaho, and his name was Dan, and we called him Potato Dan the entire time. I don't know if you guys remember a video that I made called Potato Dan forever ago. I think that was back on the Waffle Stand page, but yeah, that's what that video was about, was Potato Dan. He lives on. What is the best Lord of the Rings movie in the trilogy, and why? If you were to ask me this when the movies were fresh, I would say that my favorite one was The Fellowship of the Ring, but as time has gone on, Return of the King has snuck into my heart. And why? Because, well, I hate endings, but I do love closure. What's the hardest thing about making videos? Oh, man. So I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. It's now 11:10 at night, and all I want to do is eat ravioli and go to bed. I don't know if that's an answer, but I'm sticking with it. If I could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? I would love to go to Puerto Rico, actually. I think Puerto Rico is beautiful. What's my favorite thing about Melissa? I'd say my favorite thing about Melissa, well, first, she's incredible fun, and she's the light of my life. But honestly, one of the biggest traits that I really do love about her is she is incredibly patient with me. Top 5 biggest pet peeves. I'll give you my top 1 biggest pet peeve, and I think that's being late or other people being late. Favorite memory of Danny Max. Danny Max and I go way back. Ever since we were 8 years old, we've been best friends. And so I think if you were to just ask me any memory at all of Danny Max, that memory would be my favorite. I have every single memory that I have of Danny Max is my favorite. What is your favorite Bible verse? I have a bunch of those, but I think my top favorite is Philippians 1:21. For me, to live as Christ and to die as gain. I mean, come on. Favorite Christmas tradition? I think over the years, as time has gone on, the traditions that I grew up with as a child have kind of disappeared. But my favorite traditions when I was a child was when me and my sisters would sneak downstairs at like 4 o'clock in the morning and grab a bunch of pots and pans and wake my parents up just so we could open presents. What is my dream job? My dream job is this. If I was a child and if you were to ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I would say I want to be a film director, like an actual movie director. I'd love to make movies, but for now, just helping people out with where I'm at in doing video and all that stuff is fantastic. That's where I want to be. Favorite candy? Haribo gummy bears. Favorite restaurant? Casa Fiesta, Marysville. If you've never been there, check it out. Favorite hot beverage? Hot chocolate. And finally, favorite cold beverage? Mr. Pibb. Come on. All right, guys, that's the end of part 1 of Vlogmas Q&A. I'm going to be back in 7 days, like I said on my Instagram. I'm taking part in another challenge. Leave it to me to take on 2 challenges at once, but I'm going to be doing this 7-day challenge of where I'm going to be helping out 3 different businesses around Columbus, and I'm really excited to do that. So anyway, I'll see you guys in 7 days. I love each and every one of you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Have a nice night.